Hi everyone, it is Fitz with the Daily Delivery. Hope you're doing well. I had no idea what I was going to do this on, and so it left me sitting in the dark after the wind blew out our power without cell service because the tower, I think, was affected, just sitting there thinking about what to do. And then a little while later, a friend texted at the interesting point about Kansas State basketball. One that I didn't agree with, but it got me thinking of what today's DD was going to be about. And here we go. Right after I remind you that you should subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit the thumbs up, leave those comments, and of course we're sponsored by Milreg Golf Apparel. The link is down there in the story. This is another one of their pullovers. It's not purple or gray. I buy other colors. On with the DD. So my buddy texts me that he thinks Jerome Tang's becoming the Deion Sanders of college basketball, in that there's this constant churn on the roster and reinventing of who they are and how they're going to go about it. I didn't agree with that. But first of all, they're two different sports. But I think in this current environment, this question needs to be asked. Is it even possible today in major college basketball to build a program from the ground up in a developmental manner? That you recruit freshmen who become sophomores, who become juniors, who become really good seniors. And I don't think you can do it that way anymore. I don't think it's even possible. Why? Because us in the media, you as fans, will run them off. If they have 3 years, or at least just 2 years maybe, of struggling, you're going to think they're a failure. So now the coaches are fighting for survival every year. And you can see exactly with Jerome Tang how that works. Really great first season, struggles the second season, and now fans are beginning to question him. I don't think the way coaches have to survive now, you can wait around for a bunch of your roster to get old and good. Now you've got to constantly assess and bring players in and move players out. Or let them know that maybe they're going to be buried on the depth chart. You might want to look. Because that's kind of the way basketball is. Jerome Tang inherited that. Everyone left, including the guy who had developed into virtually an All-American in Nigel Pack, and he bailed. You can't afford to think those players will be around and not just hop in the transfer portal. So now basketball coaches have to use the transfer portal to their advantage. Every year. Now, do I hope Jerome Tang and this K-State coaching staff does settle down these numbers? Yeah. I hope they start bringing in freshmen that can wait their turn and climb up through the ranks and eventually become regular players. But we just saw with R.J. Jones, who played some this year and certainly was a player that was going to be very good for K-State in the future. He couldn't wait through year 2 because he saw them bringing in other guards. Developmental player gone. Hit the portal. I'm not sure basketball coaches can wait around for their young players to get old and a lot better. They need to go find those old and a lot better players every year. That's just what I think.